Hello everybody, I'm Count Christo and welcome back to the Best of Both Worlds campaign in HOI4. We are here as the lovely German Empire, leading our glorious Mittel Europa in its war against the Comintern. I have reviewed the footage of the previous iteration of this series, however you want to call it, and Britain actually declared war on us in June. So if we tag over to Britain, I think it's time for them to declare war on us. They don't actually have a CB. So we'll just let them declare war anyway. I'm not looking at their logistics and things. I don't want to know. We'll tag back over to Germany. And turn off no CB. Okay, so there we go. The Allies are at war with us. Oh god! I'm not sure how this is going to go. For those of you that don't watch the whole series and want to understand why the heck I just screwed myself quite so badly, this is a restart of a series that ended because I managed to delete the save. And historically, that is in the previous series, the UK declared war on us by then. So we're going to see if our defences in this on this side are going to hold well enough. We are throwing up some anti-air over here to try and negate some of the effects of British air power, so we can keep our planes deployed over in the east. But we do not have the numbers. We do not have the numbers to deal with this right now. There's a bunch of French volunteers that haven't actually been helping, so I'm not too concerned about them going away. I think we might need to divert some men away from the Soviet front in order to try and help out on this front here, because the Turks really haven't got enough men there. I did notice there are some... Sorry, excuse me a moment. So I had noticed that there are some puppet divisions we can get, and people have been giving some very good suggestions. Thank you for those. First off, we should be sending our puppets, like we have a terrible manpower crisis, right? But our puppets don't, or at least I assume some of them don't. So we should start sending our puppets. Actually, they do have manpower crises. Oh my god, none of them have more than 70,000 manpower. This is crazy. How about you, Italy? Okay, Italy has some manpower. So what we can do is we can lend-lease them equipment. The other thing we can do, normally, when people give advice that seems really obvious, normally I have thought of it, and there's either a reason I'm not doing it, either a good reason I'm not doing it, or like a bad reason I'm not doing it. So, for example, the reason I don't invite many AI into the faction isn't there's no good reason. I just don't like having AI in the faction that I'm not in control of. However, the reason I wasn't deploying puppet divisions using puppet manpower is just because I'm an idiot. I completely forgot. So we're going to deploy a bunch of divisions from Italy. We can't delete any of these templates, and we don't really want to. So what do we actually have in huge surplus? Well, we've got infantry equipment. We don't have that much motorized in surplus. We should probably ramp up our motorized production a little. We've got a sizable amount of... We don't have enough mediums, do we? No, we have tanks. We do not have in surplus at all. But artillery, infantry equipment, and support equipment we have in huge abundance. So let's use some of Italy's manpower to deploy our own infantry, which you really should have been doing before. That's my bad. Oh, excuse me. So Italy is a puppet, which means they give me 90%. Integrated puppets give 100%, and they don't get control. Oh, oh my god. Anything that's not in 1.0, I swear, I never learn it. So integrated puppets, that's why we've been automatically getting the men from Romania and not from some of the other ones. Because they're an integrated puppet. I thought that was because we had already taken all their men, so sometimes it auto gave them, but it was buggy. No, it's just because they're an integrated puppet. Okay, I understand now. Good. So we would like to make some of these others integrated puppets so we can use all their manpower rather than having to contribute 10% of our own. But we will get some. So Romania doesn't really have the manpower. Doesn't peasant militias give them more manpower? It does. That's pretty good. And hopefully they'll all be moving towards trying to raise their laws, because currently most of them are on pretty low, oh, except Greece, on pretty low manpower. Are we on scraping the barrel yet? No, we're just on service by requirement. Okay. It's been a little while since I last played, so excuse me while it takes me a little bit to warm up the old brain here. So, Italy, you have lots of manpower, or at least a fair amount of manpower. Let's get one of your divisions. Probably like your latest infantry division. That'll do, but I would like... I don't think the AI builds 40 wits ever, to my knowledge. Maybe the Soviets do. Anti-tank, that's okay. Well, I'm min-maxing army experience right now. We shouldn't bother. We should just copy this across. So this is ITA 20 infantry. Okay. So they're going to get... We don't need anti-tank. We'll get rid of those. Shall we put logistics and field hospitals in? I mean, it's a lot less of our manpower. I wonder if you can use trickleback to steal your subjects' manpower. That would be kind of fun. But no, we'll just take that out for now. And yeah, we don't want line artillery. Does make them have a lot less soft attack, but the soft attack is the job of the tanks, so that's fine. Put the RT in, the inf in there. Maybe we'll have some artillery in them. I don't know. I mean, it's only 30 soft attack difference at this point. And the weight and the supply use is a lot higher. Plus the tungsten is very short supply in our country right now because we haven't done an invasion of Scandinavia yet. I think we'll go with that. What do we have in our infantry that's not in this one? Oh, support artillery, of course. And they have recon. I'd kind of like recon. We have it in the 20s. Do we have the support equipment to do recon in all our 20 wits right now? We do, but not the manpower. That's fine. We're going to create some manpower. Yeah, go for it. That's really cheap. And yes, we will put support artillery in there. That also makes the supply use go up, but I think it'll be worth it for the soft attack. So we can now start training these divisions, and if we look, you can see that Italy will provide 9,990 manpower, and we will provide 1,110. Okay, cool. So we need to generate some manpower. How are we going to do that? We're going to delete this line, I think. Don't need these. We can put all that into subject divisions instead. Let's see, we're providing our half. I don't know when they will start providing theirs. Presumably, like on the daily tick. So it's weird the flag isn't working. Oh, right, and you have to deploy it. Oh, God. You have to deploy it with a contiguous land connection to their capital, which unfortunately is Sardinia. So we might have to bring the fleet down, which we can no longer do. This is going to be a problem. We could move their capital by letting Sardinia fall. There's quite a few factories in there that are helping our ally produce stuff. Let's see if we can manage to get it across. Alright, so now if we unpause, I mean, France will get called in fairly soon. We're obviously holding very well against the Soviets here. And where have our tanks gone? We put some tanks up in the north, and there's some ready here. What have we got? 2 on each side? I have no tanks deployed up here. Okay, I guess we're planning to just push in the south. Oh, hello. See, we're holding okay in the north. Not when we're trying to use those Italian tanks, we're not. And there goes the United States joining. France hasn't joined yet, though. Where are my ships? They're not in danger, are they? Patrolling the Baltic. Okay, they're kind of in danger, because Denmark's in the Allies. Oh, God, there's a lot of men here. Yeah. We're going to be in trouble. I think we need to start rush deploying troops. We've already rush deployed most of what we can. You guys, get on the field. You guys, get on the field. Good, that's filled out the infantry against the Allies in the south. But not so much in the north. Good lord, this is going to be tough. I think... I mean, once we've done a push here, we'll have some men free. Alright, there goes France joining. Let's see if we're going to be able to hold out here. I don't know. Japan would like to join against the United Kingdom and all that. I think you'll instantly capitulate when I do that. So I'm going to say yes. Yeah, they just instantly got all this land, and that's hilarious. Alright, well, you shouldn't have allowed yourself to remain under military occupation, Japan. Not that you have much of a choice. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're immediately getting naval combat in the Baltic. 3 American ships. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's fly these guys over just to make it really not a problem. Just 400 of you? I swear I would have said some more. Ah, yes, okay. You haven't been spread out yet, fair enough. So 700 there. Can go... Most of them can go here. One of them can go here. Let's absolutely annihilate anything the Allies dare put into the Baltic Sea. Okay, Denmark will accept a call at some point. These men moving to the front. They've called Finland in. Okay, good for you. Aland will be our unsinkable aircraft carrier in the Baltic. We can't build in Allied lands, unfortunately. Flexible line done. Good. We could do... Oh, pause. We could do with some research. Encryption's always nice. Some breakthrough could be useful. Maybe more... Yeah, let's go with better field hospital, because manpower is such an issue. Okay, so... Have the Italians provided their manpower? They have. Good. And how many have they got left after I took all their manpower for those divisions? Only 11,000. Oh, God. We should check. Did they actually provide manpower to all of these divisions, or just the first few? No, they got it to all of them. Okay, good. So that's about as much as they can sustain right now. We could train just a couple out of each of our puppets, but I don't know if is it worth it, just getting like 3 Romanian divisions. I think I'd rather let them keep their manpower to actually use on the divisions that we've deployed of theirs over here. And down here. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, we're all the allies. Go. Take Alexandria as soon as possible. And see what you can do to pin these guys. And then snake behind them immediately. That will be vitally important. And quick win in the war in Africa would be extremely good. So let's try that. Okay, where else might we want to push? The French did extend the Maginot Line, so there's a case to be made that we should push forward. Well, or we could try and fall back. I really don't want to fall back. Rhineland, we'd keep Rhineland. But, I mean, there's no plausible fallback, really, is there? Got the level 3 fort wall up, so that will certainly help. I'm almost tempted to build forts on the Danish border, but that's just the coward's way out, isn't it? We need more men on this front, though, that's for sure. How did that combat go? It's ongoing. Oh, right, we're raiding all the way up here. I forgot about that. Yeah, we should probably stop doing that. For now, let's just try to see if we can take out anything they send into the actual Baltic. Wish you could assign orders when they were in combat. Venezuela's been called in. Okay, right. Good. Holding. Oh, just holding there. Send these guys over. Let's see if we can take that allied aluminium. Really should have had some men right here, shouldn't I? Yes. That's unfortunate. Oh, God, there's so many. Oh, my God. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Venezuela, I think you're dead, my friends. That's not ideal. Venezuela, stop garrisoning your border with Colombia and Brazil and send some men over here. We are in urgent need of their assistance. We'll send these guys over as well. They appear to be garrisoning their ports. Okay, yeah, going fine over there. The African campaign progressing pretty well. They do have some men over here, but hopefully we'll be able to push them out. Problem is, last time we did the African campaign, I don't think we were at war with the US yet. So we'll see if we can handle it. We could get a couple more 40-width divisions. Do we want to do that? We're holding okay against the Soviets, which is where I'd want to deploy the 40s, really. We could do it. Try and do another encirclement against the Soviets just to relieve some pressure. They're not attacking in the south right now. Let's move all these tanks north. And let's do let's try and do another encirclement against the Soviets. And then maybe that will relieve enough pressure that I'll feel happy to send some tanks over here. We could also try... Oh, God, they have so many planes. So, yeah, obviously they're going to put large numbers of planes over all these regions. They're not doing much strat bombing yet, though, so that's good. Why did none of my planes have orders? Oh, yes, I decided to try and look if I could hold without planes. I remember. We didn't research radar. Are we researching radar? We are, yes. I apologize about that. That was a terrible, terrible play on my part. Turkey hasn't been called in yet. That's probably good. Let's let our men reach the front first. I think we'll be able to hold against the Soviets. Turkish push with the amount of men we have here. Okay, never mind. Turkey's been called in. Let's go, I guess. Okay. I think we'll be able to push them back here because they tend to not deploy their best men to the African theatre. So we should be in pretty good shape there. No instant push against our lines here. Oh, but there is one here. Yeah, that is concerning. That's just a US push. They're not getting any aid from anyone else. And they're still threatening my lines. Patton is a panzer expert and a guerrilla fighter, apparently. Okay. I wonder where he got that experience. They don't appear to have quite as many men deployed on this front, so maybe we could move some south. But really what we need is tanks. So I guess some of those tanks that I was sending over there, just 2 of them maybe, come over here and let's see if we can prevent these guys breaking West Wall. Wish me luck. We are holding there okay. Our soft attack is not very good. Like I said, you know, not putting line artillery in does mean you just have to rely on the tanks to do all the soft attack damage. We're going to start losing a lot of convoys. We are obviously going to decimate people they send into the Baltic, though, so that's nice. When they call in Denmark, that's what I'm really concerned about, because no infantry on that front. I think what we'll do is when these two are ready, we'll send them straight in there. And go on, give me the rest of my manpower as 40 wits. China has been called in. Okay, go Republic of China. Seize it all. Japan is not long for this world, sadly. Pushing us back there. You should walk so you get more org by the time you arrive. Looks like we're going to encircle them anyway by just cutting straight through Aleppo. Could always just go round as well. See if we can encircle the guy in Aleppo as well. Yeah, that seems good. Good, still pushing in there. Good, 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 good. And good, we're holding here now. Even though it looks like... Yeah, driving them back. Good. They've probably got, yes, just a few fighters over here. Let's send some fighters over to try and hold this region. We'll see what we can do there. We should just send all these guys over. Try and hold there. And then some more CAS over here as well. While they're not, if they're not going to deploy their full force of their air force here, and we can hold against the Soviets without it, I mean, I think I will send it south. The guys we had over the Balkans, especially, really don't feel necessary on this front anymore. Let's send them over here. Okay, total air superiority there now. Lovely. We will want some planes over here, just to make this encirclement easier. To do tanks mostly in position. Okay, let's just retreat. Please tell me they're not the whole front. They're not the front. Good. Because they were strat redeploying. So I just need to gain some org, then go in here, and then we'll cut across again. We could do a more bold pocket this time. Oh, okay, no, Denmark just joined. Denmark just joined. That's a problem. They were holding here without the tanks. So those tanks I sent across, oh, they haven't made it far. Let's end up here. Oh my goodness. I think we have to fall back to the canal. Planes will help though. Let's send over a bunch of planes. We're going to need to vacate some of these air bases. Oh god, I sent 400 here? Sorry, 1,000 here? I must have misread. Ah, no, that's why. Because those are doubles. Some over to the Baltic, and then the rest... just go sit here for a second. Okay, other planes. You guys are all free. How many is that? 15? Are they all the right sized wing? All but one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then the rest can go here. Good. That should help us hold here for a second. How is this? Pause. Belgium has joined. That's not good. They're actually very under garrisoned in Belgium right now. We could try pushing there. They're deploying planes fairly heavily in the Benelux, but we could push just to shorten the front. And also, you know, there's a lot of factories in here. We could seize those, but it's just such a bad border to hold. Taking this airbase would be really good for helping the air war in this region. Let's try pushing them out of Belgium. If we could get a pocket there, that would help. You guys can come around to here. Good. Let's put some more air support in to make it more doable. We really don't seem to need many of these planes that we've got over the Soviets right now. So that's good news. Bring them over here. Good. And you guys can switch to where it's most clear you're being attacked. Good. Oh yes, and we should call all allies just to get all our puppets in, because otherwise it's a bit exploity. We can't be having that. Alright, give me that troop. And he's going to the Turkish front for sure. Okay, you guys, good. They held that attack. Just keep him pinned there while we come around behind him. That seems good. And you can just attack across the river, but you're only actually doing that so this guy can support you. Good. And the Turks themselves are holding the Soviets in this front, which is excellent. I'd love to push up and take that river, of course, but You know, it's tricky. It's tricky. Lots of convoys. Oh, actually, that's us sinking convoys. Nice. Go Italian sub-warfare. Nice. We are now holding here. The planes have proven decisive in their aid there. That's excellent news. It would be so good if we could close the Danish belts. In fact, the Brits are fleeing north. Typical Brits, eh? Fleeing at the first sign of trouble in the Scandinavian theatre. Alright, let's go north. We might be able to do that with enough CAS support. We'll see. But the CAS, of course, has very low efficiency. No, not that low, in fact. Why is that? Shouldn't you have a huge debuff because of recently changed theatre? I guess it's only if you just switch where they are, not if you actually switch airbase. Sorry, whatever the opposite of airbase is. Land. No. Yeah, no, I do mean airbase. Is that a river crossing? It's not. Okay, let's see if we can get them there. Okay, there's not that much CAS here. Let's get some more CAS over onto this front. If we're holding fine on the eastern front, we should absolutely just try and deploy as much CAS as possible over here. Let me just turn up Andreas a little bit. Actually, that might be too much. I mean, sorry, Andreas. Turn you down a little bit more. There we go. All right, get in there. Good. The CAS support here has proved very nice. They are fairly weak in the south, so we could push in. But I like this front. I really like holding this front fort. It's so short. We could push to the river. Yeah, let's push to the river. If we can. We'd require a fairly full frontal in the north. Looks like we will be able to. Especially if we threw some planes over the south. Anyone having supply issues? Yes, some over here. Okay, let's get our transport planes to go and help out over here. It should have occurred to me before, really. We've got any more transport planes for me? They require a lot of ground crews, as I recall. There we go. Get some more, some air-lifted support in there to help our advancing troops. And there we go. That's Aleppo pocketed if we can just win this fight. Nice. So, naval battles in the Baltic continue to go to our advantage, and the men are actually outside the Baltic. That's not what I wanted to see. But we're doing pretty good work. Not many land-based planes opposing us. You guys. None of them really in range of the Baltic. We could... Oh god, we're only second this airbase. We could move some of these, like the CAS here. You go here. I can replace you with 100 from here. No, I can't. That's 200 over already. We can send to Kiel, though. Let's send 200 from Kiel. I want to take this fight because we're doing good work against some of the enemy larger ships there. Plus, lovely XP for our carriers. Pushing Belgium, not going as well as it could. Their air continues to be slightly stronger than ours. We divert yet more planes over the region. Once the tanks get here, or did I divert the tanks? I don't think I... No, I didn't. They still should be on their way. Where are they? God, they've only come this far this episode. My lord. But we are going to have to call it a part here. I know it's a bit slow, but it's a big friggin' war. It has to be slow. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. In the next episode, it looks like we're going to take over Greece and Tunisia fairly unopposed, and Belgium heavily opposed. But we'll see if we can pull it off anyway. See you next time. Bye-bye.